Hi everybody, I am Angendra. Let me see if I can get a good camera angle here. I found the coolest game. It is called King of Thieves. So, verify my age. I think I'll lie. I think that today I am 27. Do that. I think it's fairly obvious that I'm not, so. Alright, well as always, I am the wolf. We'll leave that all lowercase because I don't think you all need me bouncing around quite that much. We're doing something a little bit different. I mix up my videos enough that even though I record all in one day, I try to mix them up so that there's some variety for you. So, this is King of Thieves. Oh my god, that just got epic. I gotta turn on the volume. So, this is King of Thieves. This is a really cool game. It's really fun. I love that they group you. So I will automatically be in a group that I can compete against, but my level of interaction depends entirely on me. It's got the wall jump, which I think is hysterically fun. You basically are a bad guy. You run your own dungeon, and you break into other people's dungeons and steal their stuff, and that's how you get ahead. So it's a little bit, oh look at that, it's a little bit like this is kind of hard to do, so till I get used to the I can't move anything face cam, you guys are gonna see me fail a lot at apps, but I wanted to show it to you because this is as far as RPGs, since you've just escaped the prison, you need a place to live. I told you we're bad guy. This is easily the best RPG I've seen for apps, like, ever. I love it. Now, you'll see in the leaderboards and whatnot that we're already grouped. So you can be as social or not social as you want to be. You can make a guild. I've got a friend who I talked into playing, and we're going to build up a guild and whatnot, so it's going to be awesome. Let's make this dungeon your new home. So we're going to take over a dungeon and make it ours. Like it? You'd better. It's your new home. While you're in prison, the memory of you faded away. Your thief rating plummeted down. I hate that. Then the other thieves aren't impressed by me. Can't have that. Reputation is everything. So there's my thief rating up here. And here's the league that I'm in. So I'm automatically competing, which is awesome because most introverts are competitive if you're an extrovert. And you didn't know that. Most introverts are competitive. We just don't necessarily want the social interaction all the time, so we can pick. That's you. And there's Rustin. Wait, how did you manage to escape the prison where I put you? I'm a mega thief, yo. No matter, you'll never regain your old throne. I think it will. So basically this is who we have to beat out. Jace, take care of him. Yes, sir. The ex-king of thieves, come to reclaim his throne. Her. I'm Jace, champion of this league, and you'll have to beat me first. So we can, like, look at the top players and whatnot. We can kind of mess around here and so on. So let me see if I can, there we go. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get to the top and the title The King of Thieves back. So, okay. To become a King of Thieves again, you'll need gems. Gems are stored in chests. You can make them more valuable by performing rituals in these totems. And we have one of these in every single dungeon that we conquer. So that's awesome. You kind of like move up in the world and your stuff gets better. Open the totem. So you pop the gems in here. To start a ritual, you need a gem. Are you ready to rob your first rival? Am I ever? Suburban life has me bored. So we're gonna go ahead and attack. I had a button under my face, so hopefully that doesn't hiccup. Other thieves have their own dungeons with totems. Try to steal the most valuable gems from them and you'll become the King of Thieves. That's obviously what we're shooting for, but we're going to find a match. Even though we can build up our dungeon, we'll just follow the tutorial. So this is Bright 42's dungeon. Tap to break in. Ladies, always use a screen name. This is one of the reasons why any gamer who's been around for a while is going to recommend that to you, because you will wind up all over the place. You'll wind up on YouTube. You'll wind up... It's not... apps aren't a safe place to be. -1. Oh, I'm breaking all my lockpicks. I hate this one. Okay, so I have one shot, one opportunity. The little green goobers are bonus, but sometimes they get put down as decoys, so you can jump to turn around, and that's the only way of turning around. So now I get to check out his gem. He only has the one, so that's one that I'm going to get. You can retry a dungeon if you don't like the gem that you get. Getting a gem from a totem is not that easy. The more stars you get, the higher your chance to steal it will be. You can always respin again. So we did get it. That's awesome, because we need one to pop into our totem, so. Now it's in my totem at home. These gems are your main treasure. You can enhance them by putting them into the totem. So I can put him in there. Again, this is hard to do without moving the screen, so I'm sorry if you're getting, like, a little bit more bounce here than I usually give you. Do you know what the trouble is with rituals that take time to complete? We should set up traps in order to make it harder for other thieves to steal your gems. So I'm not the only one who's trying to make it to the top here. All the other thieves are trying to as well, hence the leaderboards and all of that. That's probably the king of thieves keeping track of us, in the game anyways. So I can edit my dungeon and make it a little bit harder for them to get in and get to my gem, which is what we're up against, especially when we're dealing with people who are, you know, we're raiding like opponents instead of working our way up in the world. Geffy. You can upgrade traps so they would deal more damage, but each upgrade costs some gold. Look, your dungeon has a gold mine that replenishes over time, so you definitely want to be checking in and collecting that, because it will max out. Now let's upgrade your traps. This time I'll pay for you. Well, how can you say no to that, right? Wait, do you hear that? I didn't, but now I do. Someone broke into your dungeon. Look at him go. Is he gonna get my gem? He did. Another player has just stolen the gem from your totem. I like totally just pulled it closer to my face. Now let's find that thief and steal your gem back. So you can go back and forth any number of times, and they do have competitions where like you steal a certain amount, whatever. So I do get a revenge attempt though. So we're gonna go to Shady 95's dungeon and kick some butt. Slightly stronger words than that, but that's okay. Now I may miss my spin, even though I got all 3 stars. So you never know, because my odds look pretty bad if you look in the corner there. But I did get it back. So unfortunately, I did interrupt my ritual. So, I mean, I don't know. What is that even? You did it. You stole back your precious gem. Okay. So, back in the totem. Now put it back in the totem to continue. Oh, I can resume. Awesome. Forgot about that. So when you get your revenge, then you can just start back up again. When you're upgrading your traps, they don't work. Let's speed up this process. Oh, so he just jumped right over that. Candy, just like in Omnom, is free. I'm fairly sure it's the same creators. So if you haven't played Omnom, that's also awesome. That would go in my kids list, so I'm just gonna like wait for right now. It seems that your ritual's ended just on time. This is a little bit more adult, especially with the socialization. Ritual is finished, you got potions, and then my gem upgraded so that I have more power. I'm higher in the leaderboards now. Congratulations on your first enhanced gem. The higher the rating of your gems, the higher your rating in the league. Let's start the ritual again. So I can continue until I actually break the totem, and then I have to move dungeons. So I have to get ahead in the world so that I can keep moving. Do you realize how many people out there want to steal your gems? Well, mine personally, probably not very many. Let's play it safe this time and speed up the ritual. So he's helping me out at the beginning here. But he's also getting me hooked on cheating here. Well, not cheating, buffs. I guess it would be called a buff. So now I'm 17th. Total value of your gems determines your position in the league. You can always check out your league position here. So let's go ahead and do that, although I think I did. Reach a golden lead and you'll meet Lord Rastine, the one responsible for imprisoning you. So the bottom line is you have to work your way all the way up. And we're about to go out into the world and start really kicking some butt because we love dungeon crawling and looting. Rules of the dungeon crawl, bro. If your name's not on it, it's mine. Good job! I found a new mission with a good reward for you. Finish 1 totem ritual. If you need help, tap on the magnifier icon. It'll show you what to do. Complete this mission, I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, so he's going to walk me through the backside of questing. I'm going to go ahead and raid a dungeon, because that's just who I am. So, ooh. Okay. I only lost 1 lockpick, that's not bad. You can watch movies and whatnot to get more lockpicks. But there's an upper limit, I forget what it is, so. Okay, so what does this one have? Just gold. And I get more lockpicks, so that's you always want to win. And you basically just work your way up, and the reason that you want to keep going on these is because, lost those immediately. The reason that you want to keep going on these is because, you will eventually break your totem, so you'll be forced to move to a different dungeon, which is fine. That's progressing along the boards. But you want to be, you don't want to have to, like, get hard up for lockpicks as you go, and then all of a sudden, you know, you can't get to the next dungeon and you're out as far as the leagues are concerned. So, oh, I jumped right into him. There go my stars. On the upside, it is just stars. On the downside, the stars tell you how much treasure you're getting, and I hate missing out on that, so I only got... Oh, I did get all 3. Ooh, they allowed me death on that one. Probably because it was my first monster. We'll try one more and see if we can get to the point where we see another dungeon. Oh, good, I got it on the first try. I have a thing with lockpicks that has been around since Ultima 7, so like, don't even try. Now, you will eventually get other buffs where it'll show you how to beat a dungeon, but mostly patience is a virtue here. Because, like, obviously I'm going to beat it if I stick around and I watch the pattern. But there is a time limit as well. You lose stars through time, I believe, so... And I got candy this time. So now, you know, we can basically go through until we run out of lockpicks, recharge, and go again. Which is how most people start out. Oh, I lost hearts. That's not good. These buzzsaws are a little bit hard to handle. And I got into the chest in time. That's awesome. Alright, so we'll just scroll up. So there's my next mine, and that's what I'm shooting for. Or, excuse me, dungeon. That's what I'm shooting for, because by the time I finish with all my rituals, I am eventually going to break my totem and need a new one. So there's that. I can find a match, so I can try and break into an opponent's dungeon. You can make gems fast that way. In fact, that's the #1 way of making them. And then we can go through the leaderboards and see what's going on. We can go home. We can improve our own dungeon. And like I said, you get into cool different things where... let me show you this first. So no one's attacked my dungeon. I already did my revenge. That shows up there. One of my friends can help out, so that's awesome. So if you get stuck without a gem, they can go and get it for you. And there's no news so far. But you will eventually get, let me see if it's in here yet. It won't show it to me. You'll eventually get the option for new outfits and everything. So it's got the whole thing. It's got the full RPG package with everything from new skins. I played as a Shamrock for St. Patty's Day. So this game is hilarious. I'm Anjindra. This is what to play next. We find you everything that is awesome on the internet. We're extending out into phones. Alpha Beta Gamer has quite a few betas that are out, and what we're going to do next is a VR so that you can see how that works if you've seen it on some of the more popular channels and whatnot. So drop us a like and subscribe and stay up in everything that's awesome in gaming. Thank you for watching, as always. Much love.